Hello everybody, Nerd Dad 5000 back with another reaction video. If this is your first time at the channel, please take a second to click the subscribe button. It's pretty easy.
Let me show you how it works. You press this,
and you're subscribed. Also click that bell icon so you can get notifications of every time I release a video. We are here today with great excitement after episode 1. This is WandaVision, season 1, episode 2. Now I see everybody calling it season 1, but honestly I'm not sure how there's going to be a season 2 because it seems like everything here is supposed to lead directly into the next Doctor Strange movie. But we'll have to see. I'm sure they'll work out some way. If it's really popular, they'll figure out a way to do a WandaVision season 2. But anyway, season 1 was really good. Basically a 50s, early 60s sitcom, Lucy, Bewitched, a little bit of I Dream of Jeannie, Dick Van Dyke style. Lots of funny parts. It was really funny and it was really well written. Some weirdness, you know, there was little bits along, like they couldn't remember, they knew they were together, but they couldn't remember their anniversary, and they couldn't remember their favorite song. They couldn't remember how they got there, why they were there. Vision didn't know what his job was about, so he was trying to ask and find that out. And then the weird dinner party with Vision's boss led to Vision having to save him from choking by using his power, but they've been trying to hide their powers, but he had to use it. And then the boss was just like, okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow about that promotion, and they left. And then we see somebody, as the TV credits roll for the show that they're trapped in, or she's created, or whatever, it pulls back and we see that somebody has been watching them on the TV, just like they were watching a TV show. They had a monitor and everything, lots of control panels around. They had a notebook with a little insignia on it, and then like right next to the monitor where he was watching, the person was watching, there was an insignia. And I looked it up, and it's SWORD, S-W-O-R-D, which apparently in the comic book is like a counterpart to S.H.I.E.L.D. And while S.H.I.E.L.D. takes care of weird stuff now on Earth, SWORD is the space-based extraterrestrial, they deal with alien stuff. So whereas S.H.I.E.L.D. takes care of Earth, SWORD defends Earth from space stuff. So I'm not sure why they would be watching Wanda in this TV show, or did they put her in the TV show? Are they trying to get her out? We just haven't seen enough of it yet. But now it's time for episode 2, and I don't think any of these episodes have names. They're just episode 2, so WandaVision, season 1, episode 2. Here we go.
Previously on WandaVision.
Hello, dear. I'm Agnes. You're like a walking computer.
Dinner with Mr. Harkness, dear lady wife, Mrs. Hart.
Why did you come here? Damn it, why?
Vision, help him.
The Ricky and Lucy separate beds.
What was that?
Are you using your powers to turn on the light?
Yes, dear.
Hello, me, sweetheart.
What do you see?
Only your lovely rose bushes.
Are you using your night vision,
You have absolutely no reason to be... One of us should really determine the source of that sound.
One of us should. I'm going to take a look.
The branch blowing against the window.
Well, I think we handled that well.
And look how you seized on the opportunity to redecorate.
Oh, single bed.
Wanda Dove, get the light.
Ah, different intro this time. This is definitely Bewitched. I hope they do a different intro every episode. Oh, there was the neighbor.
I bring you the Cabinet of Mysteries.
Their house is different. It's like they don't even notice that the house is different.
Make my captivating assistant glamour disappear.
You really are very dashing.
Take it, darling. Ta-ta!
Oh.
Yes. You're not at all worried that the audience might just see through this little charade?
It's our chance to appear as normal as possible while doing so.
Well, I don't think that should be a problem.
I want us to fit in.
And we're gonna knock their socks off. Especially with you wearing this.
Oh, that's actually the rest of your costume. Well, I better get going if I'm going to make the planning committee meeting.
There's a gathering at the neighborhood wash at the public library. I want to make sure this town's security is up to snuff.
You tell those tree branches who's boss.
Wanda and Vision, Westview veteraners.
Yeah, that's a totally different house. Another color object. We saw this in the trailer. She acts like it's... It's a color helicopter. Oh, and it's Iron Man colors. It's red and gold. Oh, it's got the sword logo.
Oh, I brought my pet rabbit for your magic act. He played baby Jesus in last year's Christmas pageant. Oh, morning, Dennis. Stick him up.
Don't shoot, I'm just messing.
Yeah. Oh, she went pew pew. Pew pew.
Can I give you a bit of friendly advice?
Is it about the way I'm dressed?
Yes, but it's too late for that. Dottie is the key to everything in this town. You get in with Dottie, and it'll be smooth sailing from here on out.
Or maybe I could just be myself.
That was kind of a weird extended pause there.
Hiya, Dottie. Your rabbits are divine.
The Rotary Club is finishing the stage setup as we speak.
And the chairs?
I'm sorry, Dottie. I didn't ask about the chairs.
Uh-oh.
You better not ask me if you can chair any committees in the future.
Uh-oh, she got a little flask.
This might help.
The 8 years since I found you.
Those pants are peachy keen.
Do you really think so? A little less cross chatter and a little more focus. All of this is for the children. For the children. For the children.
You said it late.
Give yourselves a big hand at the appropriate time, of course.
The only reason I didn't clap is because I'm afraid to move.
I'm Wanda.
I'm, Geraldine.
Another weird moment. It's like she either didn't know her name or she didn't want to shake hands with Wanda. Fancy library.
What are your protocols regarding threats such as burglary, graffiti, and reckless driving?
New business actually means another round of Danish.
Raspberry or cheese filled?
Neither for me, thank you. I don't eat food. What I mean to say is that I don't eat food in between meals, but at meal times. Oof, I'm a regular eater machine.
Now, you know how Johnson been bragging about that treehouse he built for his kid?
Yeah.
Prefab job.
So Neighborhood Watch is just the men's chance to get together and gossip.
Norm here's a communist.
Care for a stick of Big Red?
Did you hear the man? He doesn't eat food.
Is gum food?
Well, my understanding is that it's purely for mastication.
Oh, no, I don't do that.
Yeah.
We actually thought you were serious.
He swallowed food.
All right, so.
Thank you for choosing me to help you clean up today. I feel so lucky. You are. I've heard things about you and your husband. But I assure you, I don't mean anyone any harm. I don't believe you.
Ooh, super weird. Oh, we saw this in the trailers.
Wanda. Who's doing this to you, Wanda? Wanda.
Dottie!
Red blood. Dottie clearly was seeing through the whole charade. Oh, and then she like snapped out, so now she's back into the world.
They say a man is
Yay,
never
commercial!
fully dressed without two important accessories: his special lady and his strucker.
Strucker.
He'll make
Hydra.
time for you.
Hydra, 1,000 meters. So... Oh, and it was ticking weird.
What time is it now?
2 minutes after the last time you asked.
Ooh, he's having trouble because he swallowed the gum.
Is that him?
Me and the boys were playing a rather thrilling game of horses' shoes. Shoe horses. Horses' shoes.
Something strange happened with Dottie.
I was just playing with his shoes.
I want to thank you all for coming out to support Westview Elementary.
Dottie looks really
for the
familiar. I gotta
children.
find out who Dottie is.
Children. And for our
Ooh, for the children. It's all very culty.
Today, we will lie to you, and yet you will believe our little deceptions, because human beings are easily fooled due to their limited understanding of the inner workings of the universe. Flourish! Flourish!
Yeah, look at Dottie. She's... So now it's turned into the comedy magic show.
You weren't supposed to see how we did that trick.
That was my grandmother's piano.
Pick a card, any card. Is this your card?
No.
Is this your card? Is this your card? Is this your card? Is this your card?
Nobody's weirded out by his high speedness.
Oh, it is.
It is what?
It's my card.
Pardon me, Herb, have it back. Flourish! Oh, well, stole my hat. And I will just have to pull this hat out of myself.
How do you cover for that one?
Oh!
Oh, mirrors!
I bring you the magnetic Christmas!
The Cabinet of Mysteries.
I will now make my wife disappear.
Are you sure you don't want an audience volunteer named My Husband Ralph?
No, abracadabra! Oh.
Oh.
What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box?
But what is going on with you?
I have no idea. I've been feeling weirdy all day.
Oh.
That really gummed up my works, didn't it?
You're not a dad yet, Vision. No dad jokes.
I would like to award you with the inaugural comedy performance of the year.
Dottie's just so uncomfortable around them.
You were tremendous, Glamour.
As were you, Illusion. Well, I think the children might need some popcorn.
Or Wanda.
I don't eat. Ooh! Pregnant!
If it's that damn tree again.
Oh, we've seen this in the trailer. The guy climbing out of the manhole. Nope, there's the sword logo.
No.
So she does have some control over everything that's happening. Oh, no thud this time. Oh, and he's in color. Oh, and yep, here goes everything turning into color.
Wanda. Who's doing the sea, Wanda?
Okay, and no after credit scene, but, you know, with Marvel, you gotta watch, because you never know, there might be. But yeah, so episode 2, another out-of-the-park home run episode of WandaVision. They're so good at making this just like an old classic TV show. Going into this one, it took me a minute to notice the house is completely different. Now, I don't think they're supposed to have moved. I think they're just living in the same house they were in the same town. But the house is completely different, and they clearly don't even notice. They're just living their life in this house, going around, but he goes down to meet the neighborhood watch gang, which really is just the men getting together to gossip about the neighbors. She goes to the women's meeting about, you know, putting on the show. And Dottie, who was in charge of that, who I looked up, and is Emma Caulfield, who was Anya from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She knows that not everything with Wanda and Vision is the way it's supposed to be. Now, I don't know who told her, because she says, I've heard things about you and your husband, but she's a little flipped out by them, so it's almost like she knows who they really are, or she can see through this whole charade that's being put on. And then, of course, while they're standing there talking about how she knows about her, we get the radio message that we saw in the trailers, calling out to Wanda. Wanda, who's doing this to you? Wanda, Wanda. And then the radio, catches fire. She cuts her hand, and the red blood in her hand. So that's the second time this episode. I think the third time in the first two that we've seen color. And it's been red every time. The red light in the toaster in the first episode. The red helicopter in her bushes in it was the next time. It was Iron Man colors. It was red, and it had like the gold highlights, the gold, the helicopter was mainly red, but it had the gold little pieces, but it also had the sword logo on it. So clearly they must have Wanda somewhere and are trying to test her, I don't know, or she's somewhere and they're trying to get in touch with her. They know she's like trapped and they're trying to reach out, and find her. And then the blood is the third time. And then, like, in a second, she seems to shake it off. But later, when the show's going on, she still is looking at them like, I know about you too, and you guys are weird. Magic show was hilarious. First time Vision actually eats something, it's just a piece of gum, and it messes up all his workings. Somehow he's drunk, so it's a drunk comedy magic show. But Wanda manages to save it, and then they win the trophy, and they get back to the house, and they sit down on the couch for like a second. And when they get up, she's got a baby belly. So, like, just boom, pregnant. And then I'm pretty sure it looked like after they went out, and the weirdness with the beekeeper with the sword logo on the back of his suit coming out of the manhole, and she's like, no. And TV rewind, back to them kissing again, but this time there's no thud, they don't go outside, and it looked almost like she was more pregnant. So yeah, so there's getting ready to be some babies. I really liked that this episode had a different theme song. This was more like the Bewitched theme song. First episode seemed really close to maybe Dick Van Dyke, and this one was obviously Bewitched. Two really good episodes. I hope it stays this good. Continuing to give us little bits of the mystery, like we've got somebody living in the town now who can see through the ruse about their existence, and we're starting to get more like the outside world trying to get through to them. So Disney's teasing us with this series. It's going to be one episode a week, and it looks like it's going to be 8 or 9 or 10 episodes. So Friday again before the next episode comes out, and I'm actually really looking forward to it. So can't wait. And as always, if you like what you see, please click subscribe. I always point out the little square. It's right there, but there's things here and there's other ways, so just subscribe. And to make sure you get notifications every time I release a video, click that bell icon also. If you like what you see, please click like and click share. Tell all your friends about me. What are your theories? What do you think's going on? Who do you think? I mean, clearly Sword is playing some part, but do they have her captured and are like testing her, or is she captured by somebody else and they're trying to break in and get her out? Because the message sounds like, Wanda, who's doing this to you? But is that Sword trying to contact her, or is that somebody else trying to contact her because Sword has her? We just don't know enough yet. But the changes are happening and they don't notice. Why do they not notice? But she obviously has some control over the world because she backed it up. The thud didn't happen. They didn't go out. So she knew the beekeeper coming out of the ground was weird. But anything about the show so far, put that in the comments. I will get back to you as soon as I can. And until next time, this has been Nerd Dad 5000. I will see you later.